practice today. This is going to be a 30-minute full body flow to energize and center. So come to sitting in any comfortable posture on your mat. Let your hands rest on your lap, elbows loose at your side, and let your eyes close. Let your chin be parallel to the floor so your throat is open, shoulders gently back, long spine. Guide your breath through your nose. Long, even inhale and exhale. Invite your awareness to come fully into your body and on your mat for the duration of practice. Nice deep breath in through your nose, fill up. Exhale through an open mouth. Another one of those, inhale. And exhale. Let your eyes blink open. Release your hands and find yourself coming to all fours. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, flat back. Moving into cat-cow, inhale to drop your spine, lift your head and your tailbone. And exhale to round your spine as you drop your head, drop your tailbones, move into your shoulders. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And take a couple more rounds following your own deep breath. Move into all the different parts of your spine. Last one. And come back to a quiet flat back. Extend your right leg behind you, lift it off the ground. Flex your foot and stretch back through your heel. Lift your left hand and stretch forward through your fingertips. If this is a lot for you, you can do this with both hands on the ground. Inhale to stretch long and exhale. Bring your knee to your elbow underneath your body. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, draw in. Once again, you can only be moving your leg if you prefer both hands down. Follow your breath. Exhale in. Inhale long, one more. And bring everything back down to the mat. Turn your right leg perpendicular to your mat. Take your left leg long. Left foot is on the floor. Raise the left hand and take it overhead. Arch your spine. Push into your right hand. Raise your left hand up. Come back to table. A couple more rounds of cat-cow. Drop your spine, inhale, and exhale round. One more. Come back to a flat back. Take your left leg perpendicular to your mat. Move your right leg long, right hand high. Take it overhead as you arch your spine. Push with your left hand. Bring your shoulder blades firmly onto your back. Hug your spinal column with your shoulder blades. Right hand high. Come back to table. Push your hips to your heels. Toes are tucked. Stretch the soles of your feet. Extended child's pose version. And then as you're ready, inhale, lift your hips, lift your sit bones, raise them high, and exhale, melt your heels towards the floor, soften your knees. Take your heart back towards your thighs, let your head hang, weight in your hands. You can take a moment if you want to pedal your legs out. And eventually finding a quiet downward facing dog. On your next inhale, roll forward to plank and lift as you do. So lift through your feet, lift through the ball mounds of your feet, and then take it out through your whole spine. Unfurl your spine. Take your gaze forward, plank. Exhale back, downward facing dog, soften your knees. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, forward plank. Exhale back. Inhale forward. This is the last time. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Weight in your left foot. Lift your right foot high. Lift through your heel and the inner line of your leg. Bend your knees, swing your leg forward, place it behind your right hand. Warrior 1, spin your left heel down. Move your left foot a little wide if you like. Lifting on the inhale, find Warrior 1. So draw your right hip back, left hip forward. Drop your shoulders, lift your gaze. Lift your sternum. Feel the solidity of your legs, the lightness of your upper body. Maybe a little tiny back bend. Warrior 1. Inhale to reach straight up. And exhale, take your torso forward as you press your hands back. Inhale to lift back up. Exhale out. Deep breath. Inhale up. Exhale out. Leave the torso here and move only your arms. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale back. And again. Last time. And lift on your inhale. Hands through heart center. Find the mat. Step back to plank. Deep inhale in plank. Knees, chest, chin, lightly touching the floor. Release your feet. Draw your shoulders and elbows in. On your inhale, low cobra. So there's a light pushing in the hands. Rolling down on an exhale. Hips to heels as you tuck your toes. Inhale to lift. Exhale to settle, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Sweep it forward, place it down. Right heel down, move your foot wide if you like. Inhale to lift, Warrior 1. So really root down through your feet. Lift through your upper body. Lift through your gaze. And we'll move the pose. Another inhale to grow taller. Exhale to reach out as you press back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, push out. Last one. This time we leave the torso, we move the arms. Inhale overhead. Exhale, press the palms back. Again. Last time. Inhale to lift. Hands through heart center, find the mat, step back to plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Release your feet, come up a little higher in cobra. Really take your shoulders back. Push with your hands. Long tailbone. Exhale to roll down. Push your hips to your heels as you tuck your toes. And find your way back up to downward facing dog. Lift your gaze, look at your hands, soften your knees. Take a long step forward. You can also jump. Come to the top of your mat. Lift halfway with an inhale, exhale to fold towards your legs and hold. Let your head hang. Lift your belly gently off your thighs. Take your sit bones wide. We'll roll up to standing, soften your knees, push into your feet, inhale to roll. Come all the way up to standing. Chair pose, sweep the arms up overhead. Use an exhale to sink your hips. Take your knees back enough that you can see your toes, squeeze your knees together, and once again let the sit bones move wide. Lift the sternum. Bring your hands to heart center, twisting right. On an exhale, take your elbow to the outside of your right knee and pause. Make sure that your feet are parallel to each other and your left knee is pulling back. Push into both of your hands as you find your sternum twisting towards your thumbs. Right shoulder is firmly on the back. Take your gaze right. Last inhale here. And an exhale to release back to center, holding the pose. Inhale, center, and exhaling, we twist left. Hook your elbow. As you're ready, bring the twist into the spine. The gaze comes around last. Reaching long through the crown of the head and the tailbone. Last inhale. And exhale to unwind. Come back to center. Inhale to lift. Equal standing, hands to heart center. Sweep your arms high, inhale. Exhale, flat back, arms out through a T, all the way down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, step back to plank. We'll hold plank for just a minute. Find lots of height, find lightness, find lift. Lifting through your core, lift through your shoulders, lift through your head. Feel like you might fly off the top of your mat. Drop the right knee down, leave it in this position, or choose to take it back out as we did at the beginning. Spin the left leg long and take the left arm high. Move the left arm overhead and reach from the outside of your left foot out through your left fingertips. You can hold here or you can choose more challenge and lift your right knee. Coming back to center from wherever you are, find plank. Deep inhale here. Left knee down. Choose your version, either in the position that I'm showing or perpendicular to your mat. Right foot is on the floor. Right arm high, right arm overhead. Reaching. Hold here or float the left knee. Coming back to center. Find plank. Deep inhale. Exhale all the way down to your belly through chaturanga, or you can use knees, chest, chin. Release your toes. On an inhale, lift legs, arms, sternum, head, and gaze. Fly in your belly. Slowly release, hands under the shoulders. Push the hips back to the heels. Lift your gaze, look at your hands, take an inhale. And on the exhale, walk your hands over to the right. Bring your torso on top of your right thigh. Pull back with your left hip and exhale to fold. So stretching all the way through from your left hip, through your left fingertips. You can bring your right hand back by your hip if you like. And lifting, inhale, walk back to center. Exhale, other side. Drop back with the right hip. Reach through the right fingertips. You can bring your left hand in if you like. Lift your gaze, inhale, walk back to center. Exhale to fold. And as you're ready, lift your gaze, tuck your toes, lift your sit bones, downward facing dog. Coming forward on our mat once again, soften your knees, lift your gaze on an exhale, step or jump. Inhale to lift halfway, exhale to fold. All the way up to standing on the inhale through a flat back. Hands to heart center. Drop your hands to your hips and take a wide step to the left. Take your hands to your lower back. Use them to lengthen your low back as you take your shoulders and elbows back. Take your heart high, take your gaze high. And as you exhale, fold forward. Release your hands to the floor when you need them there to catch you. Walk your hands back perhaps. Let your head come down. On an inhale, walk back up to a flat back. Fingertips are on the floor. Exhale, bend your right knee. Leave the left foot on the floor. Inhale back to center. Exhale, bend the left knee. Inhale back to center. Once again, each side. This is stage 1. Next time we go right, if you would like, come down and lift your left toes. Come back to center. You can also be doing stage 1. Bend the left knee, lift the right toes, other side, back and forth. Hands are a light support on the floor. Okay, final version. Keep moving with whichever one you like. Open your arms and stretch them overhead as you come down. Inhale up to T and exhale, reach out. Inhale up to T, exhale, reach out. Final one. And lifting and fold hands to the floor. Come back up halfway. Stretch your left arm out in front of you. Reach for your leg with your right arm, wherever you can find your leg. If you can make it down to your ankle, that's great. Find length in your spine, and on an exhale, twisting underneath the left arm, look up under the armpit. Release back to center, both hands down. Right arm reaches long, left arm finds the right leg. Find length in the spine, and exhale to twist. Come back to center. Support yourself with your hands. Walk, step, or jump your feet together. Slowly roll up to standing. Take a walk back up to the top of your mat. Sweep your arms high, inhale. Exhale, folding. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, step back, find plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale, knees down, walk your torso back and find yourself sitting on your knees. Shift your hips to one side and take your legs forward. Seated forward fold. So rock forward on your sit bones, legs are straight. You can tuck something under your knees if your hamstrings are really tight. Sweep your arms up overhead, inhale, and exhale to fold forward. So take your fold as deeply as you can, right from the hip crease. Move your heart forward. And then when you can't fold anymore, you can let your shoulders and head go. Feet are flexed, toes point up towards the ceiling. Walk your torso up with an inhale. Draw your feet flat on the floor. You might need to scoot a little bit forward so there's room to lie down. Arms out in front of you, deep inhale. And a long exhale to come all the way down onto your back on the mat. Draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. We'll leave the knees in the air. Bring the big toes together, knees wide, and interlace our hands behind our head, right at the base of the skull. Inhale here in this open posture, and exhale to touch knees to elbows. Inhale to open and release. Exhale to tuck. Inhale to open and tuck. Again. And the next time you tuck, take your left elbow to your right knee and open. And crossing, right elbow to left knee and open. This time, touch your left elbow to your right knee as you straighten your left leg and hold. Shoulders as high as you can. Come back to center, release. Other side, right elbow to left knee as your right leg extends and hold. Come back to center, release. One more time each side. Center. And center. Release your hands, draw your knees in. Reach to the insides of your knees, reach for the outsides of your feet. Take your feet up to face the ceiling as you pull your knees towards your armpits. We want to have the lumbar spine long on the floor here, so try not to do this. Don't roll up on your kidneys, take your spine long. Drop your shoulders, release your jaw. And really give a nice little pull on your feet, opening the hips. And if some of you like to play a little bit in this pose, happy baby pose, you can roll. Just do keep your lumbar spine long. You can stretch one leg and then the other, or you can hold it quietly. Release your feet, leave your legs in the air, cross your right leg over your left. Keep this simple cross, or if you like, you can go into a bind. Open your arms in T, palms down, inhale, center, and your exhale will drop your knees to your left, to or toward the floor. You can tuck a block under your knees if you like. I like to readjust my shoulder, move my left shoulder out. Take your gaze over your right hand and enjoy the twist. Use an inhale to lift back to center. Uncross your legs, cross the other way. Left leg up, take the bind if you want it. Take another inhale and drop your legs right on the exhale. Readjust your shoulders if you like. Take your gaze over your left hand. And inhale back to center, lifting. Uncross your legs, bring your feet to the floor, bring your arms alongside your body. Bring your heels in close to your glutes, palms are down. We'll do a dynamic bridge. Push into your feet, lift your pelvis as you lift your arms, arms overhead, lifting hips. Exhale, bring the hips down as you bring your arms back alongside. Moving this way, several breaths. Inhale to lift. Exhale back. And again. One more. Leave your arms down this time. Scoot your shoulders under your heart. Inhale to lift your hips. Stay here with your hands down, or walk your shoulders in and interlace your fingers. If you do that, push down into the mat with your pinky finger. So full bridge pose. Track your knees straight forward. Avoid letting them fall out to the side. Push lightly in the back of your head to open your throat. And lift. Slowly release your hands. Move them to the sides and roll down through your whole spine. Step your feet a little bit wider and let them fall side to side a couple of times. Good, and as you're ready, stretch your legs out along your mat. We'll take a couple of minutes in resting pose, corpse pose. Let your feet be wider than your hips and your feet just fall to the side. I like to tuck my shoulders a little bit and then release. Palms up towards the ceiling. Close your eyes. So releasing everything that you can down into the support of the floor. Feel the points where your back body meets the floor and let them become soft and undefined. Soft face, soft belly. No breath control. Let your breath expand. Invite it to come in more deeply. Let it fill you up and guide you back into your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Find your arms and legs. Take a stretch. Bring your hands onto your torso if that helps to center you. And then draw your feet up your mat and knees into your chest. Roll over to either side. Take a full breath there. Then using your hands, push your way up to sitting. Let your head be heavy and come last. And find yourself sitting in any comfortable posture on your mat once again. Bring your hands to heart center, palms touching, thumbs by your breastbone. And open your eyes if you haven't already. Soft gaze down at your hands. And offer gratitude to yourself for taking this time to practice. Such an important thing to do. Let's raise our thumbs to our third eye, open our heart, open our eyes. And we'll bow together and seal our practice. Namaste. I salute you.